Hello, and what is going on, everybody? It is Master of the TDS, and I am joined by my lovely wife,
WritingRaven,
and we are back!
Woohoo! Finally!
Yep, it has been a while since we've made a Psycho-Synopsis. We've been very busy with holidays and with the Orlando meetup, which there's a video on the channel if you want to go check that out.
Please do.
But we are back, and there have been some changes, as you might see from the thumbnail of this video and the images that will be focused on, as well as the remedy of the week at the end. Just some aesthetic changes. Let us know what you think of them in the comments below. Be interested to hear what you guys have to say.
Feedback is appreciated.
Anyways, we've been away, but there's been a lot of news, this week especially. Mm-hmm. So, without further ado,
let us begin with Elon Musk.
The bird is freed, now for only $8.
No! I'm imitating the person.
I got it, honey. Elon Musk has acquired Twitter and is already talking about changes that have people in uproar. Do you have a little blue check mark next to your name on Twitter? Great! That'll be $8.
Oh, and the meltdowns have been glorious as usual.
I have heard from both sides, and I think that both sides have good points. I think that having a blue check be like this special thing that only people get made no sense. However, I understand some people's hesitations about giving just anybody a blue check when there could be bots or trolls or whatever. I would hope that Elon Musk has kind of kept that in mind. Mm-hmm. And whatever he does implement will be not just give us $8 and you get a check, will be also needing some sort of like personal verification or whatever. I understand why some people might not like that, but I think that's probably the best of both worlds in this case.
It's definitely a good compromise.
Again, I'm not a huge fan of Elon Musk. I'm not anti-Elon Musk. But the meltdowns on Twitter have been absolutely spectacular. Do give
examples.
Literally, everybody's screaming about how, oh no, Elon Musk is charging $8 and that means it's no more free speech and whatever. That's stupid.
You can still have it for free and still be able to do everything you could before.
Yes. And keep in mind that it doesn't mean that, they might not get less prioritization in searches or whatever. Elon Musk has mentioned stuff about that. But I actually see this as a good thing. One of the things that he's mentioned is if you pay the $8, you can actually get the check mark, you'll get access to be able to upload longer videos, and prioritization in search, and monetization of content.
Which would be nice. More money.
That would be great because, again, my following on Twitter is a lot bigger than on YouTube, no offense.
Please, if you are on Twitter and you're following my darling husband, give us a follow on YouTube as well.
Might as well, it's free.
Heh.
But it would be nice to have some way of monetizing content put out on there and being able to upload our videos there too would be nice. Mm-hmm. Especially since I have a little bit more of a reach there. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, I don't hear anything that's making me go like, uh-oh, this is going to be a huge problem.
Yeah, me neither.
And again, watching the people melt down about it makes absolutely no sense because, again, if you don't pay the $8, you just don't have a blue check. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, they're just making it a big deal. And that's what's funny about it.
And I like that Elon Musk is not afraid to make fun of himself or other people. And again, I'm not saying he's perfect, and I'm not saying he's someone who I would, follow anywhere.
But he's at least someone with a brain.
And I hope things go well. My outlook is this. There's 3 possible options from this.
What are they?
The option 1 is it stays exactly the same. Mm. Option 2, it gets better. Mm. Or option 3, it gets worse, and that may be the push that everybody needs to get onto alternate tech.
Either way.
Again, I don't hope it comes to that last one, but it seems like things are going okay so far. Again, watching the meltdowns is hilarious. If you're going to melt down about it, at least, think before you tweet, because when you say, he's taking away my free speech for $8. No, he's not. No, he's not.
You guys are just dumb. As usual.
It's Twitter. What did we expect?
A website full of blubber brains?
That's pretty true. Not everybody is, but for the most part. Mm. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how this goes going forward, and obviously we will update you as this
progresses
and more news comes out.
Indeed. Moving on. Next up, we have Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill will no longer play Geralt of Rivia after Season 3 of Netflix hit fantasy series The Witcher, with Liam Hemsworth set to take over the White Wolf's mantle in Season 4.
And honestly, I don't blame him. He really was the only person who actually gave a crap about what was going on in that writer's room and with the show in general, because he's read the books and played the games. He is a fan. I remember hearing somewhere that he didn't care if he got paid nothing if he got the role of Geralt, because he just wanted to give the fans a good Geralt of Rivia. And honestly, when I read the books, I hear it in his voice.
As you can hear, Raven is a big fan of the show, at least the first season.
Yeah, the first season was good. That was more my introduction to The Witcher, to be honest.
I've read all the books. Not gonna watch the show because of what I've heard. I'm sure, he does a great Witcher. I'm sure he does.
Oh, he does.
Now, the reason he's leaving is because of what, as Raven said, there was, difficulties in the writer's room, people not adhering to the source material.
Oh, not just not adhering to the source material, they actively hated the source material, which is something I have never understood. Someone please explain it to me. Why is it always the people who hate the franchises being the ones who get put in charge of said franchises?
The reason is because they don't want the franchise, honey. What they really want is the platform. They want to use the franchise as a springboard for the ideology or whatever agenda they want to push, and putting someone there who actually cared would mean they wouldn't have an opportunity for that.
But that's stupid! Just make your own things!
They can't.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the problem.
Yeah, they don't have enough intelligence for that. If they have any intelligence at all, which clearly they do not. He also has officially reprised his Superman role, which I think is also a great casting. And so, if he's leaving, he could also be leaving The Witcher to work more on Superman, which I wouldn't blame him for.
Yeah, again, I've seen Man of Steel. I wasn't a huge fan.
The problem with Man of Steel is that it was too dark for a Superman movie, because Zack Snyder was trying to capture the atmosphere of Batman Begins.
Whatever. I didn't like it. I thought he was a good Superman, but I didn't like the story. I'm willing to see where that goes from there. I have no plans to watch The Witcher. I do hope that for the fans who do like it, that Liam Hemsworth is a decent, has a decent take on the character.
I can't see it.
But, again, it's not something that I necessarily feel passionate about. I have the books, and I could obviously play the games at some point, but we'll see.
They're not really your style of game.
Yeah, maybe not. But I wish Henry good luck in his next endeavors.
Indeed.
And I would say I wish the Witcher show good luck, but let's be honest, it needs more than luck at this point.
There's a petition going on to keep Henry Cavill and fire all the writers, and it now has over 100,000 signatures.
Yeah, but that's not going to get him to come back, because honestly, why would he want to be around people who do that? Even if he could somehow get them fired, it won't work.
I say fire all the writers and put Henry in charge of the script.
That won't happen.
I know.
But anyways, it's definitely a change. I hope it goes well for Henry. And, hopefully we have a decent, sequel to Man of Steel that actually is a bit more lighthearted, that will capture the Superman that, we wanted to see, and it seems like Henry, from the interviews I've seen, wants to see as well, so.
Yes. Moving on. And next we have, dreadingly, Wednesday.
Just call me Carrie Addams.
No.
Wednesday star Jenna Ortega posted a new photo of herself covered in blood to her Twitter account with the caption, "I can't remember a thing." Guess what? We wish we didn't have to remember this show existed.
We wish we didn't have to review it. Which technically we don't, but everyone wants us to because we said we might.
We're pretty much committed to reviewing it at this point.
I am so afraid that I'm going to cry after the first episode.
I think what we're gonna do for the format of the reviews is I think we're going to record it. Both of us are going to record it, kind of like if we were doing a live stream, but have it be private, and then we'll just kind of edit it and throw it up on the channel for people to watch.
Maybe. I don't know yet.
But
I don't wanna. Please don't make me.
There. I'll watch it with you. I will suffer with you.
Sad. Anyways.
So, one of the reasons we're covering this again is not just because of this photo, is because of an article that I stumbled upon that I had to unfortunately inform Raven about, which had some interesting comments from Tim Burton himself about the series. And they're right here if you could see, but let's have Raven read them to you, and then she can give her reaction.
Thanks. Anyway, I feel like it was written for me because I felt like I was her as a boy in school. That feeling about family, school, technology, therapy, it just spoke to me. So it was very easy to identify with all of that. The Addams family has been done very well in different ways. I just like the idea of focusing on Wednesday and seeing her as a teenager. So basically this is your therapy, Tim Burton?
It's Tim Burton's gender-swapped self-insert.
Why don't you just get therapy? I can refer you. I'm married to one.
No thanks.
Good point.
I mean, it depends how much you pay me, but I'm just kidding.
Nah, he can't afford your techniques and services.
I don't want to, but
oh my god, this makes me so mad.
Yes, there.
That didn't help at all.
In case you're wondering, she just hissed into the mic. She does this every morning whenever she sees the light come out of the room when we walk out, but that was interesting.
It helped me blow off a little bit of steam, but not nearly enough.
No, back kitty. Back.
Sadness! Back. Don't make me watch this, please.
So
this is not the kind of torture I write about.
Yes, thanks. You're gonna make the neighbors mad.
Screw the neighbors. They make us mad.
Yes, but that's a whole different story that we're not talking about in this video.
Fair.
But obviously, I think you guys, I don't know if you're aware of where Raven stands on this, from what we've said so far. If you're not, have you been listening?
If so, I apologize for your eardrums.
Rest in peace, headphone users.
Apologies.
At least you get to escape from this show.
Yeah, from not being able to hear it.
The more I see come out about this show, the more I am skeptical about it. Now, I want to be very clear. I am not as big of a fan as Raven is, obviously.
I mean, obviously, I'm somewhat of a super fan.
I would say I'm a fan. I've watched a lot of the stuff, not as much as probably I should, but I have, and I like the premise of the Addams family. What I've seen from this show does not match the premise at all.
No.
And what I keep hearing is, Tim Burton saying this, and the main, and Jenna Ortega saying how Wednesday's really Latinx or whatever.
Latina.
Whatever.
At least she said Latina, but still, they are not a Latino family. They're American.
Volume. You're going to get the neighbors mad, and then they're going to throw us out.
Screw the neighbors.
Yes, but I'm sitting next to you, and my ears are ringing.
I need to stab something.
Remind me to take away all your knives after this.
I mean, I'm cooking meat later, so...
Remind me to take away all your knives except for the one you need to cook meat with.
Heh. You mean you have to make sure that includes the scissors.
Why are we having this discussion? Bad kitty.
Because it's helping me calm down somewhat, and I'm still so furious just talking about this topic because I hate what I'm seeing from everything about it. The gore and death with the Addams family is supposed to be subtle and just hinted at. You're never supposed to actually see it. This show is making us actually see it, which is not Addams!
And don't forget that we get to see Uncle Fester.
He's so gay in this.
They literally make him have like a Dalmatian-colored bike, and he talks like that. I'm like going incognito.
Gay! Seriously.
It looks terrible. Again, if it's good, we'll obviously walk this back, but from what I'm seeing, we don't have high hopes for this.
No.
I guess look forward. If there's any more news about this, we'll cover it as it comes up, but otherwise, I guess look forward to our reviews of it, I guess.
Look forward to our suffering.
You sound more like Wednesday than she does.
I would definitely play a better Wednesday than she ever could.
Yeah. Anyways.
Let's move on before I get even more angry.
Let's move on before you burst a blood vessel and then you'll look like that, I guess.
Oh no. That's not even real blood. It's too light.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for sharing. Move on.
You're welcome. Yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have Night at the Museum. Somehow.
Quiet, Dexter. I'm searching for people who care. Night at the Museum, Kamon-Ra rises again, follows Nick Daly, who is reluctantly following in his father's footsteps as a night watchman. However, when the maniacal ruler Kamon-Ra escapes, again, it's up to Nick to save the museum once and for all.
Why?
Now, it's animated, and what you're seeing, obviously aside from the real guy from the movies, which I put there, that's what the animation style is.
That sucks.
It looks like a point-and-click adventure game.
It really does.
It's supposed to be like an animated sequel. First off, look, I like the original Night at the Museum. I even like the second one. Third one, wasn't that great. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was a good way to round it off.
Yes, it was.
Why?
I don't know. Seriously, why?
They could have done so much more with this if they wanted to. Like, done it in a different place years later, or different museums, or whatever.
Yeah, the other two movies, they went to different museums.
Yeah, but of course they can't do that here, and the animation style looks atrocious. Now, if the show's actually good, I mean, cool. I don't plan to watch it. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, I saw this animation style, and that's why we're talking about it, is neither of us are huge fans of Night at the Museum.
First movie was brilliant.
I liked it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. I actually enjoyed it. But, like, at the same time, like, I saw this and I'm like, why?
You're right. It really does look like point and click. It reminds me of 60 parsecs. Or
oh my god, it does!
It's 60 seconds and 60 parsecs. That's the animation style.
60 nights at the museum with tomato sauce. Woo!
It's tomato soup.
Whatever.
You should know that. You play it.
I haven't played it in a while. Okay, cut me some slack.
It's only been a few months.
It's been a while. If you guys don't get the reference, I would suggest you go check out the game 60 Seconds or 60 Parsecs.
Mm-hmm. It's the exact animation style.
It's much better animation, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, not much else to say about this. I mean, good luck with this, Disney. I mean, you just keep, like a scattergun with content, hoping something sticks. If this sticks, it's because it's like gum on the bottom of a shoe.
Yeah, a lot of gum.
And a shoe that nobody wants to wear, ever.
A dumpster shoe.
A shoe that's got so much gum on the bottom of it that it literally cannot be moved.
Pretty much, yeah.
Why that analogy? Don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, does anybody even care?
No, not at all. Why are we even covering this?
I don't know. But it's kind of fun anyways.
I suppose. Content is content.
Yep, so...
Moving on! Next up, we have live-action Hercules.
Filmmaker Joe Russo confirms that the Hercules live-action remake will be a little bit more experimental in tone and execution. It will be a musical with a modern twist of sorts. TikTok.
Why?
They're literally making a live-action Hercules, which, to be fair, by itself was already annoying. But they're basing it off TikTok.
The original movie itself had so many historical and mythological inaccuracies that I can list on 2 hands. May I?
I mean, as long as you're lowered the volume, sure.
Okay. First off, his name in Greece was Hercules, meaning glory of Hera. The Romans named him Hercules. They made Zeus a loving family man. They made Hera not hate her husband for always cheating on her. Hephaestus, they made handsome. So many other things. Pegasus, the origin of Pegasus, the monsters, literally the whole origin story. Everything. But Hades at least looked cool.
Now, I remember seeing Hercules when I was much younger. I don't remember it that much, but literally when you say you're going to base something off TikTok...
You already lose all credibility.
TikTok, I would say... I'm trying to decide whether Twitter or TikTok is worse. I'm going to say TikTok because at least Elon Musk is in charge of Twitter now, so we're hoping that there'll be good changes. Mm-hmm. TikTok's just garbage.
TikTok was already worse than Twitter in some cases.
Now again, some people like TikTok and some people use it, and if you do and you're one of those people, you're more than welcome to like it. We don't have any, problem with you liking it, but...
Just what we've seen of TikTok is worse than Twitter.
You're going to take another beloved classic and you just be like, we don't care at all.
This definitely says that you don't care.
Can we just stop with the live actions?
I wish.
I'm tired of the live actions in general. And then you could saying, oh yes, I'll make a Hercules TikTok. What is he going to do? He's going to go, Oh my god, Zeus, I don't have enough followers.
I'm full of toxic masculinity.
Oh, look, here's a video of Hera twerking.
Technically, it would be the muses who do that.
Whatever. Oh god, don't give them ideas. Now that's gonna happen. If it happens, you heard it here first.
Sorry.
We didn't give them the idea. I promise. I don't understand when we keep getting these live actions. Can't we just get, like, new movies, new things? But again, these people can't make new things. But literally coming out and saying that your movie's going to be based off TikTok is literally like saying, it's okay, I'm just going to jump in this pool because I don't know how to swim.
That is the epitome of idiocy.
So, good luck? I mean, if you didn't alienate your audience just from making it a live-action remake, you just completely alienated the rest of them because nobody wants to see a live-action Hercules based off of TikTok. No one wants to see Hera twerking. No one wants to see Hades try the...
Tide Pod Challenge?
Yeah, Tide Pod Challenge. No one cares.
Seriously, just no. I mean, I'm wondering what live-action Hades would actually look like. That's just me, because Hades is cool.
Wait till we get to see live-action Flounder first before we decide that.
Oh, dear God, no.
At some point, we'll get to see that.
What are they going to do to live-action Ursula?
I don't even want to know.
Watch how they make her skinny and everyone claims fat phobia.
I don't even know anymore. I watch how they make her fat and everybody claims fat phobia. I mean, is there a difference anymore?
Not really.
I mean, if you make someone fat, it's, oh my god, you're fat shaming. And then if you make someone skinny, oh my god, you're fat phobic.
Make up your minds!
How about just don't watch then?
Simple. But they can't do simple because it makes sense.
Must consume product just like I consume food.
You mean Starbucks?
If you have a different figure than others, that's totally up to you. And if you're happy with yourself, live your best life.
Yeah, we don't judge.
But come on, you guys know we're right.
Yeah, we're seriously not wrong.
Anyways.
Yeah, there's really nothing more to say on this topic. Let's move on. And next up, we have Namor. Or Namor.
Mi amor, I am Namor. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is not only attempting to change how Namor's name is pronounced and how he receives his name, but it also appears the film might be changing what his name means entirely, which they are.
Dumb!
Now, I've heard that one of the reasons this is happening is because apparently the rights for Namor, the distribution rights, are still tied up with Universal Studios.
Makes sense to me.
But then don't put him in the movie.
Yeah, just make your villain somebody else.
It's okay. We will just change his name slightly. We'll make it Namor. But they're basically saying that he's gonna be the voice of the colonized.
Seriously?
And we've seen clips of him and he's like, my people call me Kukulkan.
Which is apparently another name for Quetzalcoatl.
So you're not Namor then?
But my enemies call me Namor.
Hello, my name is Namor. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
In this case, it actually doesn't mean what they think it means.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have no interest in this, if not purely because Ironheart is in it, which, as people know by now, and I've heard people planning to get me to watch the show. Good luck with that.
Yeah, you're not going to succeed.
But I hate Ironheart, if anybody knows that.
Then again, if I have to review Wednesday, you should review Ironheart. Or Armor Wars.
No thanks.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'd really rather not. I'd rather slam my hand repeatedly in a door.
Ouch.
Than watch Ironheart. Thank you.
I think I'd rather the same with Wednesday, but...
Or as I like to call her, Iron Victim, because that's what she is.
Totally.
But we're not going to get too much into that topic. Again, this movie, I hope it's a good movie. I've heard critic reviews are just, oh my gosh, it's the most amazing movie since the last Marvel movie. Which never bodes well.
Never.
But good luck with this. I think this movie's going to not be that great. I do hope it respects Chadwick Boseman.
I do hope so too. But honestly, they really should have just recast him.
But they can't do that.
Of course not. MCU.
Whatever. But I have nothing more to say about this. I have nothing more to say about Namor.
Mi amor.
We have no more what to say about Namor. No more. We have no more to discuss. No more.
There's just so many jokes to make.
I'm sorry, this is just too much fun.
Uh-huh.
You did it to yourself, Marvel. Good luck with it.
Reap what you sow, as they say. Shall we move on? And speaking of Marvel, we do in fact have Iron Victim.
I got a jar of dirt.
And guess what's inside it?
Marvel Phase 5.
It is definitely going to be dirt.
Or as I like to call it, Marvel Phase Dive.
Which is going to be dirt.
Not only does Black Panther Wakanda Forever bring back dozens of characters from the first film, the film also introduces the star of one of Marvel's next Disney Plus shows, Ironheart. Okay, this is for you, Twitter. You know everybody who was mad at me for pointing out that literally Ironheart steals technology from Tony, reverse engineers it, and uses it to make her suit, and she should be a villain, not a hero?
Mm-hmm.
So we get a clip from Wakanda Forever where she's being confronted by two of the Dora Milaje, I believe.
It's the head Dora Milaje and Shuri.
And she starts throwing things at them. Now, there's really no reason for her to be there, except for the fact that maybe she, I don't know, stole technology from Wakanda to make her suit.
Which she did.
Oh, what's that? Listen closely. You can hear the sound of, I told you so!
Yep, he was right. He usually is, and in this case, he definitely was.
I was right, you were wrong. I was right, you were wrong. I was right, you were wrong. Cry more, cry more.
There, my dear.
If you cry enough, maybe then Namor can swim in the ocean of your tears, and it'll be Namor.
The ocean of Namor.
But as you probably guessed, I don't like Ironheart.
You hate Ironheart with a passion.
Yes, I think her character's terrible. I think the way they executed her is terrible, and the fact that they literally are so brain dead they could not come up with another way of introducing her to the MCU. They still had to make her steal. So, okay, we won't have her steal technology from a rich white man. We'll have her steal technology from two independent, strong black women. That makes it so much better, right?
No, it actually makes it worse.
This character is trash.
Honey, you just insulted trash.
If she's not called, she's not called Iron Victim, she should be called Tin Can, because that's about how hollow she is.
Yeah, true. Oh, and not to mention the pictures that we saw of her armor prototype.
Her armor looks horrendous. It doesn't have any protective pieces, and people on Twitter are like, but it's just a prototype. Yes, because when Tony made a prototype armor, he totally was just like, I just want to have a helmet. I'll just put like a little sunroof here. No, he covered up the entire thing because he was going to get shot at.
He expected to get shot at.
You people on Twitter literally are brain dead. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, again, if you like the character of Ironheart and you're looking forward to this, you are more than welcome to do so. But please don't tell me that she is a well-written character or try to justify it when I have my opinions. If you want to justify it to yourself, go right ahead. I do not care about your justifications. So take them and shove them where the sun don't shine. She is a trash character to me. You will not change this opinion with your reasons. I don't care. And they can't even make her any better in this. They are literally making her a thief. And I've heard that she steals the parts for her armor from cars, so she's a double thief. And so now it has come full circle. Iron Victim is in the MCU. You're welcome. I told you so. Don't like it? You can scream and cry all you want. And all I will do is laugh at you.
There. But you're right.
Iron Victim. Victim. That's what she is. A victim. Iron Victim. Thank you. Come again.
Goodbye. Moving on. And with that being our last client of the day, it's time for us to reveal the diagnosis of the week.
And we have an interesting diagnosis that I will have to explain how it applies, because it usually just applies to one kind of particular thing, but I've stretched the definition a little.
Do tell us what it is.
So the diagnosis for this week is terminal uniqueness.
Please explain.
So terminal uniqueness is basically believing that you are personally exceptional. Usually it's involved with substance abuse, basically meaning that anybody who deals with this has nobody else is dealing with the same things that they want to, and that they're different, unique, and they believe people can't relate to them. Now, how does this apply this week? These people, as you can see, some of the signs of terminal uniqueness: comparing yourself to others, feeling like no one can relate to you, trying to prove that other people are different from you, overgeneralizing, feeling superior, demanding special requirements. This is literally Twitter and modern Hollywood these days. These people believe that just because they write or do whatever, they are better than you. They are more unique than you. And they don't realize that when they continue to do what they're doing, they are literally running the shows and franchises into the ground. And they will insist that they are correct because they're better, they know better, they're better than you. But in reality, all they are people virtue signaling, trying to get attention, and in reality, they don't not only get that attention, but they were never more important than the customers ever. So that's why, again, this is usually used with substance use, but I'm stretching it because I feel like this definition can be applied very much to our current environment in Hollywood and social media. So that's why I think it's a great diagnosis for this week.
I agree.
And now we move on to the remedy of the week.
And this week, we're going to be sending you to Society Reviews, who we got to meet in Orlando. He's a nice guy. You definitely should give him a follow. He's a film critic and entertainment commenter, mean to Hollywood only 95.4% of the time, and does a lot of different reviews and entertainment content that is actually pretty good.
And he writes for Bounding Into Comics, so that's another thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
We've included his channel link there, and it'll be in the description for you. Please go check him out. Again, we did get to meet him in Orlando, which was really nice. Great guy, made some great content, so head on over there.
And let him know that Gothic Therapy referred you.
Indeed. But that's all we have for this week. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and also make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss your weekly therapy session.
Or you will be charged.
We are pushing for 2K subscribers by the end of this year. There's not that much time left, but we're not that far away. So if you have not subscribed, please do. And please share the video. Tell your friends. Let's hit that goal. I think we can do it.
Yes, indeed. You can also do consider joining us at the dusk, midnight, or dawn level. We would appreciate that quite a lot. You can also find links to all of our socials in the description below, as well as links to our merch store and our Discord server known as The Clinic. Be sure to check those out, though do keep in mind that our merch store will be updated soon.
Yeah, we're making some changes to the channel behind the scenes, including with the membership tiers and the merch store and some other things, so keep an eye out for that. But expect content from now going forward. If you want to stay updated, check the community tab or Twitter. And yeah, that's all we have for this week, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Gothic Therapy, out.